Hello, and welcome to another update video about Litecoin. So Litecoin shows a bit of a reaction to that, what was it? I think it was the 61.8 extension. We looked at that in yesterday's video. Let me just draw that again. Yeah, the 38.2 extension. So one of the common targets that you can find in these triangles, there are basically two. For example, the E-Wave target is typically either the 38.2 extension or the 61.8 extension of the C-Wave. So you take the length of the C-Wave and the E-Wave target would be sort of between these somewhere, ideally at one of these levels. Now they are not super reliable, but they are best what we've got in triangles. And we see a little bit of a reaction there. This triangle count, any count I show you here now, is only temporal, because until we take out the B-Wave high, and that's at the moment the forecast that we would rally in a fifth wave, yeah? But we only have confirmation about that as soon as we take out the B-Wave high at $103.40. Why is that? That is because if it now rallies higher, I cannot tell you for sure that the E-Wave is over. Okay, so a triangle until the B-Wave is broken can always extend. I cannot rule out, for example, that this is now a D-Wave and we will get one more move down in an E-Wave. That's absolutely possible, and that the D-Wave itself was just a larger A, B, C. And then we get our A, B, C, and E. And only then we move up. Yeah, absolutely. Because it would even look a little bit better, okay? But I have provisionally labeled it now as complete because now it's a bit of a wait and see. And against that swing low here of 82.90, we can now focus on higher. Yeah, and then the question is just how high do we go, and can we push high enough to break above the B-Wave high so that the wave 5 is confirmed, which could take us sort of into the $130 region, okay? Important is that this triangle will get invalidated below 65.77. That's the formal invalidation point for the triangle. Below that, we have some more structural support at 61.30, but you know, if this breaks, I would really have problems to justify that as a wave 4 triangle. So it can't be. It could be something else, could be still some kind of a weird wave 4, but I wouldn't believe it then anymore. Yeah, and this chart would then become less reliable, and it would potentially become a mess and something bearish. So for me at the moment, it has a chance to go higher in a fifth wave. Condition is that the 65.77 level is holding. Ideally, we are already holding 75.50 because this is the C wave low. So what would happen if we break that level? If we break below that level now, then it still has a chance as a triangle, could still extend out further, but it would force a relabeling of the count. Yeah, I would have to move the C wave here. That would tell me that likely a D wave is still coming and an E wave. So it would just, you know, whenever these subdivisions are taken out, these supports or resistances, it just leads to an extension of the triangle unless we finally break below the A wave low or break above the B wave high. And the expected direction here would be a break to the upside, because typically a triangle would break out to the opposite side of the E wave. But I cannot promise you that this is happening already, because a triangle can always extend out. In fact, I think there's actually quite good chances or possibilities that the D wave is still unfolding. Yeah. And then yeah, we would have here an A wave. This here was a B, and we're now pushing higher in a C wave. And because we have an A wave and we have a B wave, we can now calculate a likely target for the C wave. So we typically look for the very first target would be the 61.8 extension, and that's here 94.80. Would be watching that level. That's also the previous high. Then we've got 98.15. And then actually the $102 level, which is the 1-to-1 ratio, which is just below the B-Wave high. So these are the relevant levels of interest. Alternatively, we can take the length of the B-Wave, go to the low of the C-Wave to see if we have any overlap there. And the relevant target there is the 61.8 extension. That's the normal triangle target for the D-Wave. And that is a good overlap to the 78.6 extension that I just showed you with by measuring the other way. So we've got here good overlap around $98. So I mean, that is certainly a level I would pay attention to. First 94.80 and then 98. Yeah, and there is not much more to add. It's quite friendly here today. And at the moment, I think there's a good chance that this B wave is over because it's a 3-wave move down. If we make one more low, it should stay ideally above the C wave high. So overall, the overall trend can be viewed as up as long as the 65.77 level is holding. In the short term, it would be good if it's holding 75, the C wave low. And on a micro level, it should hold the 80, let's say 80, 82.70 level, and could push higher in that C wave here then. Yeah, and then we need to see, is this the larger D or are we already breaking out? And overall forecast would be as long as 65 here down there, that level is holding until that is broken, that we can push higher into the $130 region. Maybe in anticipation of the halving, we will see. It's a bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news event, isn't it? We'll see. So hopefully you liked the update about Litecoin. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.